What is a self-managed superfund? A self-managed superfund, or SMSF, is a private superannuation fund which you manage yourself, giving you greater flexibility, control, and options on how and when your retirement savings are invested. If you decide to set up your own self-managed superfund, you will be responsible for the investment decisions, but also compliance with the relevant superannuation and taxation laws, which can be time-consuming. Can you use super to buy property? If you operate a self-managed superfund, you can invest your retirement savings in property, provided the property is acquired for the sole purpose of providing retirement benefits to fund members. If you need to borrow money to fund the purchase, you will also need to comply with the Superannuation Industry Supervision Act requirements on limited recourse borrowing arrangements. How much can an SMSF borrow to buy property? Provided you have established the required limited recourse borrowing arrangement, there is no set rule on how much a superfund can borrow to buy property. Most self-managed superfund loans allow up to 70% loan-to-value ratio and 30-year loan terms with a minimum loan amount of $100,000. Can I use my super to buy a house to live in? Property purchased through a self-managed superfund cannot be lived in or rented out to any fund member or their relatives. This includes short-term accommodation such as Airbnb and holiday homes. The Superannuation Industry Supervision Act further prohibits the acquisition of property from fund members or their relatives, so you cannot transfer your existing investment property to your self-managed superfund. Can SMSF buy off the plan property? You can purchase a property off the plan using a self-managed superfund if the property meets the requirements of the Superannuation Industry Supervision Act, and in particular where the SMSF is borrowing funds, that they meet the single acquirable asset rule of the limited recourse borrowing arrangement. The ATO has clarified that a single limited recourse borrowing arrangement may be entered into to fund both the deposit and the balance of the contract price. However, where the property has multiple titles, for example, where the contract allows you to purchase additional parking spaces, or if you are buying land to build on under a separate building contract, these may not meet the single acquirable asset requirement, and you may be required to establish more than one bare trust and enter into additional limited recourse borrowing arrangements. Due to the additional risks that may apply to an SMSF purchase of property, a contract should not be entered into before seeking the appropriate legal advice from an experienced conveyancer and financial advice from an accountant. Like this video and want to learn more? Check out our blog at www.conveyex.com.au.